Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Hello, little learners. Welcome back to our learning space. My name is Miss Laura. Can you tell me your name? I'm so excited that you made it back today. Today is Thursday. It's another fun day of learning ahead of us. So let's sing our good morning song and get started with the help of our chef, Puppet, a chef like the Little Red Hen, our book this week. Here we go. Good morning, good morning. It's a sunshine kind of day. Come join Miss Laura for some learning and some play. Will we sing a song? Of course we will. Make our brains strong, like super strong. So come along. Yes, come on, friends, for some learning and some play. Now we have a lot to do today. Let's go through our visual schedule and see what we have going on. So we're going to do our feeling song to the tune of Old MacDonald Has a Farm. Hopefully by now you're singing along with me about Old MacDonald and his hen that kind of bit his toe, do you remember? And then we're going to do our weekly investigation. This week we're learning all about the book The Little Red Hen and about her baking bread and the cat and the dog and the mouse not helping her prepare the bread at all. Now, if you missed the story, go back to Monday's episode where we have it, and then you can review so that you can do the activities with us. And then we'll end our day with a big squeeze from Miss Laura and a goodbye song if we have time. Does that sound like a good plan? All right, so let's sing our feeling song. Let's see, do you remember Old MacDonald? The first feeling he had was sad, so he did wah, wah, wah. You ready to sing with me? Here we go. Old MacDonald felt so sad, E-I-E-I-O. His hen ran off and he felt bad, E-I-E-I-O. With a wah-wah here and a wah-wah there, here a wah, there a wah, everywhere wah-wah. Old MacDonald felt so sad, E-I-E-I-O. And then he felt happy again, didn't he? Old MacDonald felt happy again, E-I-E-I-O. When through the fence in walked his hen, E-I-E-I-O. With a woo-hoo here and a woo-hoo there, here a woo, there a woo, everywhere a woo-hoo. Old MacDonald felt happy again, E-I-E-I-O. And then what happened? The hen's back, but what did the hen do? Do you remember? That's right, the hen bit his toe. So let's sing that part. Then Old MacDonald, he got mad, E-I-E-I-O. The hen bit his toe and it hurt real bad, E-I-E-I-O. With a stomp stomp here and a stomp stomp there, here a stomp, there a stomp, everywhere a stomp stomp. Old MacDonald, he got mad, E-I-E-I-O. And this is how our story ends, E-I-E-I-O. Chicken wings for dinner, bring a friend, E-I-E-I-O. That's a fun song, huh? Except the chicken wings part. I don't think the hen liked that very much. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a letter that's going to give you a clue about what's on our board. Are you ready? I'm going to stand up here. Now you're getting so good at recognizing letters. Remember, they're just made up of lines and curves. Now this can be a tricky letter for some people. It starts off with a little curve, and then it's another little curve, and it kind of looks like it sounds. S, snake. That's how I like to remember it. S. S for story and sequence. We're going to review the story sequence of The Little Red Hen, and then we're going to do some journal writing. Okay, so let's go to our board here. The sequence of the story is what happens in the story in order. So do you remember one of the characters was the little red hen? And the little red hen saw a seed. And she asked the cat, the mouse, and the dog for some help. But what did they say? They said, "Not I." That's right. They would not help her. That poor little red hen had to do it all herself. And then what else did she get after the seed? She got some wheat. Now, most people don't know that flour that you use to bake cakes actually comes from wheat. And then what did the cat and the mouse and the dog say? "Not I." They did not help her. Sad face. And then she turned that wheat into what? Remember, she took it to a place called a flour mill. Now, milling something means turning it into very, very small pieces or particles, very finely ground. So she's going to put the flour, and she said, "Who will help me ground the flour?" And the cat and the mouse and the dog said, "Not I." They did not help her. But when it came time for eating the delicious bread, she said, "Who will help me eat this bread?" And what did the cat and the mouse and the dog say? "Oh, I'll help you eat the bread." But what do you think the little red hen said? "No, I'm going to do it all myself, just like I did the other tasks." So they didn't eat the bread. Now, in another version of the story, they actually learned their lesson and decided that when the little red hen needed help, they would help this time because they wanted the bread. Now, to help us remember and process what was in the story, we're actually going to make little red hen journal entries today. So here are the materials that you'll need for that. You'll need paper, stapler, glue, and pencils and crayons. Now, journaling is very important when you're in preschool because it helps us learn to communicate or begin to communicate with words and pictures. Now, I made my journal here just like this. I got some paper here that I printed, and I stapled it together. So let's make it here. So let's see. I have a large piece of paper that I'm going to fold in half. And half means into two equal or the same parts, just like this. And then I got some paper on the internet that was free for journaling. So if you don't have the internet or can't print it out, you could just use some regular printer paper, or you can get some from your child's school. If they don't go to school, you can go to the place where everything's $1 to get some paper. I don't recommend the paper with the tiny lines. It's hard for little hands to stay in those lines. So once you do that, you can actually staple your journal in place like I did here. And it's fun to use the stapler. It looks like little jaws. They're clamping things shut. Now, to make it extra fun, I thought I would decorate my journal. So I'm going to add some stars, just like this. Maybe I'll add 4 stars. 2, 3, 4 stars like this. And then I was going to write my special letter on my journal. So let's see. I'm going to use some glue and some glitter because I like things to sparkle. So I'm going to use some glue right here and make my special letter, which is the letter L. L for Laura. And then here comes the fun part. I'm going to add some glitter. Now you can make your journal any way you want. If you were in my classroom, I would give you lots of tools to make your journals super fun so that you want to write in them. All right. Now let's take the glitter off and reveal my letter. Letter L with some stars, okay? Now my first entry is going to be what I remember about the book, The Little Red Hen. Now when I'm writing, even if I'm learning how to write letters, I can still do some journal writing. I can draw pictures. Because remember, boys and girls, words and letters are just a way to communicate your ideas, to show people what you're thinking, and pictures do the same thing. So if this was my journal page for the little red hen, I might draw a picture of, I might draw a picture of some wheat, because that's what I remember, that it started off with a tiny seed in the ground, and then the wheat grew, didn't it? Now no one was helping the little red hen cut the wheat, so I might draw a really sad face to show that I remember that no one helped the little red hen with the wheat, just like that. And then, what else do I remember from this story? I remember there was a dog in the story and a cat and a mouse. So I might draw some of the characters in that story in my journal. So to draw a dog, I'm going to make the head, the nose, the eyes, and of course the whiskers, the ears, the body, and the 4 legs. And of course, it has to have a collar because it's a dog. And then maybe I'll draw the mouse. Same thing. A head, a nose, maybe a smile on the mouse, and 2 giant ears. Now, do you remember the mouse in the story? It did not like to work hard, but of course, it wanted to eat the bread. And then, to finish off my journal entry, I might draw some bread with the aroma coming out of it, because that's what lured or got the other animals to come. So to draw some bread, I'm going to draw maybe bread like this. And I know that bread has a top like this. Okay, so I drew my pictures of all the things that I remember. So if you were doing your journal entry, you would draw your picture on this top part. Now you'll notice there's some lines. So at this stage of writing, you can write some beginning sounds, or if you're ready, you can write some sentences. So I'm going to label some beginning sounds that we did together. So wheat, wheat, w. I'm going to write W for wheat, and dog, dog, just like that. And if I'm ready to write a sentence, I might write I see a mouse, mouse, just like that. Simple sentence with a period at the end and spaces in between. So your journal entry can look like wherever you are in your writing, but it's important that you take some time to process what you're reading each day. So I hope that you make a journal, and when you read a book, that you take some time to draw and write about it. Okay, looks like our time here is coming to an end. Don't forget to come back tomorrow. We're actually going to be baking some bread like the little red hen. Okay, until I see you tomorrow, Miss Sarah sends you a big squeeze, a big smooch, and reminds you to read and to play and to use your 5 senses to think like a scientist every single day. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow, my friends. We're going to bake some bread. Goodbye. Have a good day.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.